Very, very empowering, I think is the word. And we've started to work on my lead magnet. I've also been given some hints and tips and tools to make my business run more efficiently with the support of a virtual assistant. And there's just a wealth of knowledge and experience that I had completely no idea about. So I think I've saved so much time actually, because a lot of tools that you've given to me that I had no experience of before. So it's been a very meaty session. I've been left with some tasks to do, but it's making the overall project really come together within a timescale that I didn't think was achievable. So with these tools, yeah, very, very confident that things will get done. Yeah, so I think prior to this session, there's a lot of things that I probably thought I'd have to literally develop myself from scratch. And that was my worry, because I wanted to make sure that anything that I produce, that it's of a particular quality to a certain standard, so that it does reflect well on myself, my personal brand, and of course my new business. So I think based on what I've learned today, I've realised that there are cost-effective ways of really making sure that the business looks polished and it reflects the level of professionalism, and also can allow my clients to feel that they're getting the value for money that they deserve as well. So I think it's a win-win for everyone. I think this session really took me back to when I first started, and some of the processes that maybe unconsciously that I took myself through, that was the foundation to my business being developed in the first place. So I think having these conversations with you helped me to kind of put some structure on some of the things that I had done to help me to get to the place where I am now, so that I can really encapsulate it and add value to my own experience to benefit somebody else, but also to get the value that I deserve for the amount of investment that I put in myself. So yeah, I think it's been a good session, really, really good. I think because I've been the front runner, only runner in my own business, you kind of forget the fact that you just get things done. And in doing so, there may be things that you've kind of compensated for by doing other things in a particular way without realizing actually there's a gap there, or there's things that you haven't really thought about in the detail that is needed. And that's been because I am the business essentially. But when you're in a position where you're thinking that you're going to be teaching and supporting someone else, it helps you to really drill down, to look at all the layers, to make sure that things are clear, it's easy to explain for somebody else to understand. So you're not carrying everything around in your head, you're actually unpacking it and making sure that it's digestible for somebody else to learn from. So within this session, it was just taking me down another avenue of the business that I hadn't really thought about in this level of detail. So we particularly explored the lead magnet. What would be the components of that? How would I ensure that my future clients are prepped and ready? And I've considered some of the foundation aspects to help them with the business. And we got to the point where we were thinking about the mission of their business. And although obviously my business has a mission, it has an ethos, and that's what's been driving my business, it also highlighted that there's areas that I haven't written down, which has caused me to put the spotlight back on myself to develop in that area. So there's a lot of professional development that I'm gaining from, and in doing so will help me to support somebody else as well. I'm just conscious of, I'm working against the clock. I'm almost 7 months pregnant now. So it's good that as a mentor that you're conscious of that with me, and that you're helping me to move things along in a timely way so that we can achieve the goal to get the business up and running in good time. So yeah, we're developing 2 babies, my own baby and the new business that we're developing together. So it's exciting times.